The man cut the rope and shot a dragon-slaying arrow. Unexpectedly, the dragon caught it in one hand. Then it clamped it under its armpit, pretending to be shot. After that, it plummeted headfirst at high speed. As the water surface splashed with huge waves, the dragon's figure instantly disappeared. The villagers cheered upon seeing this scene, and the man who received 2 bags of gold coins also retired successfully. But the excited villagers did not know that at this moment, the dragon was rapidly fleeing underwater until it confirmed that it had moved far from the village. It quickly found David and reunited with him. To celebrate their successful cooperation, David spent a fortune to buy a goat for a barbecue, but no matter what, he couldn't start a fire. The dragon next to him couldn't bear to watch anymore. It covered one of its nostrils with its hand. Unexpectedly, in the next second, scorching flames spewed from its other nostril. In the blink of an eye, the goat was roasted to perfection. The next day, the man and the dragon resumed their scam. The dragon spewed flames of over 10,000 degrees, instantly setting an entire wheat field on fire. Then it destroyed a nearby thatched hut. Looking at their home reduced to ruins, the village chief immediately took out a bag of gold. He asked David to slay the dragon. Then the man and the dragon began their performance once again. However, just as they thought it would go smoothly like last time, unexpectedly, the river here was too shallow. The dragon crashed headfirst into the riverbed. Its massive body immediately splashed up waves of water. David, watching from the shore, was instantly stunned. To successfully claim the bounty, the dragon had no choice but to play dead in the river. Unexpectedly, the furious villagers all rushed at it, ready to chop it into pieces for dinner. Terrified, the dragon hurriedly got up. It flapped its wings and fled at light speed. At this moment, the villagers finally realized that they had fallen for a new type of scam. Enraged, they immediately charged at David and his group. Realizing the danger, David hurriedly grabbed his companions and tried to escape. Unexpectedly, they were still surrounded by the villagers. Just when David thought all hope was lost, the fleeing dragon suddenly returned. It grabbed them and flew into the sky. Only then did they escape from the furious villagers, saving their lives. And the reason why David and the dragon were so close goes back to 2 days ago. As a dragon slayer, he was determined to slay dragons in order to exchange for the supplies needed for survival. And as the last member of the dragon race, it had grown tired of living in hiding. So it told David, "If you kill me, you will be out of a job, and I don't want to be hunted by other warriors anymore. Why don't we work together?" These words instantly enlightened David, so the man and the dragon hit it off immediately. From then on, they embarked on the path of fraud. After escaping danger, the dragon took them to King Arthur's tomb, and it revealed a secret to them. Years ago, the king found it. He asked it to save the dying prince. Its ancestors had told it that only by doing something beneficial to humans could it enter the sacred hall of dragons after death, so it decisively gave half of its heart to save the dying prince. It hoped its kindness would touch the prince, but the grown-up prince, relying on his immortality, became more violent. Realizing the prince's violent nature, David decided to overthrow the prince's rule. Then, using his previous savings, he gathered a large number of villagers, made a lot of weapons, and trained them. Soon, the resistance's strength greatly increased. Then they began their operation. The dragon first stormed into the prince's castle to cause destruction. Knowing it was no match for the dragon, the prince immediately led his men and fled the castle. And that was exactly what the resistance wanted. They had already set an ambush in the forest. The hidden archers shot an arrow into the prince's chest. However, the dragon above the arrow suddenly howled and fell. It was immediately captured by soldiers. The prince realized that his life and the dragon's were intertwined. He immediately rode back to the palace. He stopped his men from killing the dragon. That night, David quietly sneaked into the palace to rescue the dragon. But the dragon was unwilling to leave, because it knew, as long as it was alive, the prince would not die. So it begged David to kill it. But by this time, David had already considered the dragon his friend. He immediately refused its request. Unexpectedly, the prince suddenly appeared and took Lisa hostage to threaten David into surrendering. Seeing this, the dragon immediately lifted its chest scales. At this point, David had no choice. He threw the giant axe at the dragon. With a howl from the dragon, the prince's heart stopped beating. He collapsed and died instantly. The redeemed dragon also achieved its wish. It turned into a beam of light and ascended to the sacred hall. The film ends here. I hope you like and follow. I will bring more exciting content in the future.